Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Set.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
62 blaster. Blue, 32. Blaster, 6.
He's going to throw it. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On the set.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Red, cycle. Ready, 6, mega, yellow, 22. Ready, 3.
Back to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready, ready. 52 blue. Ready, ready.
He's going to throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry.
Black, red, 38. Cut, cut.
Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Reed now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
Brings up 2nd and
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Ready up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Nice, central. 60 Eagles, 60, go.
They're going for this. Throw caught by his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down, and that was impressive.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Rourke from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Rourke out of the shotgun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Shotgun now for Rourke. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Rourke looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Oh, and how well he's slinging it this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. He's got to his running back, and he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. The shotgun, a gift to Mixon. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Rams in a real good spot to score.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Lions.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line. Defense all over this one.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 12-yard line.
Now Rourke to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Aubrey puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
52 Blue.
Running back motions right.
Ready?
To the air now on 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Ball red. 33.
To throw here on 1st down. Taking a shot deep here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Set.
Looking to throw here. The throw left side finds Johnson. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
The The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Yellow, 22. Right, white.
From the gun on third down. Caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They don't likely care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing from the gun. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
45, black ultra. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On the ready?
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready. Cut.
And the Rams are there, and down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Ed Oliver there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Rolling from the pistol. Rourke. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
Caught quick right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Walker now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
19. Buffalo 18. Pioneer.
To the air. Here's Rourke. Into traffic. Complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35.
Rams, first down.
Walker on first down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Rourke looking to pass. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on.
Line up the design keeper. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Third and long for him here. Makes the catch. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. You sure did.
Saints 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Let's go. Set.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
52 boom.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Boom striker. Boom 32.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Matt Ariza on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. The punt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And they're all over him. He can't even get that second throw away. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. This is Walker on 2nd. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. Space on the right, and he's got room. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Hey, you saw me juggling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. When they just get to celebrate, they love explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Rourke from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
For Kenneth Walker.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Working quickly here.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
50 green.
There's a dive up the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stop made by Braden Fitz.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. That is rejected at the line as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly. You get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Stand, put, ready.
Fourth down, pass coming. And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Work out of the shotgun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Me. Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go. Cougar 19. Mustang 19.
Here he goes, third and long. This connects with Higgins. These guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
19 card, 19 card. 19, right here.
Rourke to throw. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. These guys, man, this is Walker. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 16-point ball game. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Ready. Set.
They'll come out throwing. Hits his running back. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Right. 6. Mega. Here we go. Set.
They'll throw it. Goes right downfield to Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10.
24. Saints 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rourke. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Look at that time for Terrence Ferguson. So it's 2nd down coming up.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now Rourke to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
Right side, Ferguson's got it. Oh, he loses the football. And the Saints have the recovery.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
He's going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Looking quickly, trying to get set.
It's now 4th down.
Ready.
Now they send their back in motion right. They're going for this. He logs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Over the right side, he's caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And the Rams have the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Tag! 70 Lions! Ready?
Design quarterback run here. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
By Quay Walker. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25-yard line.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Rams have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Right side cut by Higgins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Rams, 1st down.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
And goal to go.
And up to Walker from the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Lucky. Crash.
Rose caught. Touchdown, L.A. The Rams can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Rams 31, Saints 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
45, white, blue, check.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Down the left sideline he goes. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 49-yard gain on the play. And the Saints 1st down.
Snap, red. Set.
Complete on the option. It's a New Orleans touchdown.
By number 10.
The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10.
Saints 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He dodged the tackle. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it sets up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. To the air, here's Rourke. Into the hands of Walker. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
19, Tiger, slam. Pound to 60, 79 Broncos.
Rourke. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
At the 60, at the 60.
Rourke from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Danny Stutzman comes up with it. Into the end zone he goes. Pick six and a New Orleans touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Rourke. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Saints have some new life in the 4th.
Result of the play.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
To throw here on 1st down. On it to nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Fight 60.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Saints down by only 3. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue, 32. Ready.
Setting up to throw. That one connects. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
A quick throw completed out to the left. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Now the Rams first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
45, White. Set.
To throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
10 block.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints jumping front late. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Rams 31.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
2nd and 10. At the 24-yard line.
Go get him.
Here he is to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range.
That's good for a Rams.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Back to throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
A gain of 24.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Throwing out to the left. Cut. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a design run. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now to throw. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Touchdown, Rams.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in where it really matters.
35.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
At the 23-yard line.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Here he goes. One final shot. Downfield. That finds Shaheed. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.